What is good, people? They said we weren't going to be back. They were wrong. We're here on a Monday, July 13th. What's good, people? It is the King of Anime podcast. EA, C-Tactics, myself, Satsuki. What is good with you folks?
Hello, everybody. Hello. See, you're back.
I know. My life exploded for like a month there, and then slowly has been coming back together in an incomplete form.
Well, we're glad to have
as long
you
as
back.
You're back. That's right. As long as you're back now, that's all that matters. And now we're gonna cover you with kisses.
I have now transformed into the big spaghetti star, and I have become Mecha Tactics.
Oh no.
Well, just to let you know, he's not getting a cut of whatever we make.
Oh no. The Mecha Tactics. I just look up and I just see, I don't know, what would a Mecha Tactics look like? Is it essentially your avatar but in robot form?
It'd just be a Meta Cooler from Dragon Ball.
Okay, there you go, Meta Cooler.
But just me. I'd be like metallic and stuff. And cool looking.
Also, hello, Deathstroke fanboy. Welcome on in. I watched a bit of Marriage Toxin. It's a pretty okay series, although it's a little different from what I'm used to these days. Feels like it's been quite a while since I saw C-Tactics on the podcast. Good to see progress on his behalf. All right, yeah. But yeah, we did discuss Marriage Toxin last when we were on the podcast, and as you know, see, they're going to continue it. There's going to be a season 2 next winter.
Let me tell you, the next girl, insane.
I'm looking forward to it.
Not as great as Kimie.
She's pretty great.
Kimie's pretty great, but next girl's pretty insane.
She's not all Beast Boy's sister, is it?
I actually don't remember. I only just started her arc in the manga, so
okay.
I know like her introduction. In her introduction, I'll just say pays homage to a lot of really famous action Hollywood films.
Cool. I'm looking forward to that. But we gotta wait till next winter.
It'll be worth.
Well, EA, it's been thundering. It's been lightning over where I am. It's been hot as hell.
Yeah.
Damn.
Weather like that might make someone sorrowful. So I wonder if you have anything, something to alleviate that mood.
Let's see. Nothing up my sleeves. Nothing in there. Wait a minute. I do. I got something that'll never give you the blues.
Now let's get ready for the KOA.
It's Miracle!
So I personally only got one thing. Ranger Reject is going on hiatus due to Negi Haruba's health, the mangaka.
Man.
Don't know exactly what's going on there, but hope he bounces back. He's been pretty on it since he's done Quintessential Quintuplets, and that was what I want to say he started at maybe 2018, 2019. So he's been
long time.
Yeah, pretty consistent from that point on, almost a decade. So hopefully he gets better and he gets to go back at it. I know Ranger Reject is in this end game, so.
Oh really? It's almost over.
Yeah.
I thought it was over already.
Yeah, it's been going on for a long time. Ranger Reject is like 200 plus chapters at this point.
So, I mean, that's good that they're going to be ending it soon and not going to drag it out. But that's cool. Well, cool that they're finishing it. Hopefully, Negi gets to finish it. But health always comes first more than anything. So, best of luck to him.
I disagree. I will make a bold statement and declare health does not matter
Well, you heard it
Work-
here, folks.
Well,
until aneurysms then
Oh,
be
God.
replaced.
why did it go full screen?
I guess do what was his name? Who did Berserk? Go the Kentaro route.
Kentaro Miura, yeah.
He just-
Go until you die.
Yeah, wait. Wasn't there another one? There another mangaka recently that did that?
I'm
Like just
sure there
overworked himself
is.
to death.
I feel like we had this discussion last week, Satsuki. But
We talked about Kentaro Miura, but
yeah,
not this.
yeah,
specific
I know
topic.
him. I know the guy who did High School of the Dead never finished his manga, and we'll never ever see the ending, unfortunately.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the topic was at the end of the podcast where somebody asked us if how would we feel about somebody continuing someone's work.
Oh, right. And I think we both agreed that we just leave it as it is because you can never capture that vision.
Yeah.
Seems they're doing it with Berserk though. People seem to like Berserk, especially the newest chapters. But I haven't heard anything more than that. I know people were really angry about the delays, but those people,
Yeah. I haven't
I
read
want
Berserk
it
in a
now.
long time. But that's all the news I got. It was a slow news day for me.
For me, just a couple more depressing moments just to fill in with this whole depressing feel. When it comes to celebrity news, Sam Neill, the man who played Alan Grant of Jurassic Park, passed away. I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was early this morning. Sad. Jurassic Park's one of my all-time favorite movies. I will always recognize Sam Neill as Alan Grant, even though he's been in a bunch of other films. Event Horizon is a big one that I remember him in. It basically inspired Dead Space, that movie. And yeah, rest in peace to a legend. He was great as Alan Grant, and he was also Merlin in like the Knights movie. I can't remember what it was called, but he was always great in that regard. Trying to think if there's anything else that I had. Nothing. Oh, hello, Morgan. How you doing there, Morgan? Welcome on in.
Hello,
bro.
Morgan.
I think that I felt like I had something, but I can't remember exactly.
There's some Mob Psycho stuff.
Oh, there is. What is it?
There may be a new movie.
Is it like a not collaboration, compilation movie?
I don't know, but there's going to be something that's releasing in theaters. They released a short today, like a new short mini thing. And they confirmed that they're doing something for the 10th anniversary. But
okay.
otherwise, I'm not sure if it's a recap or an original film. But if it's an original film, that would be so freaking cool.
That'd be cool. I guess real quick, I did give Chainsmoker Cats a fair share. I watched the first 2 episodes and I didn't skim through them. I actually watched them. Yeah, it's not for me.
What you mean?
It's
You mean
not for
Yanni?
me.
You mean Yanni Neko isn't for you?
No. No, that series is not for me. It's disgusting. If I'm being
It
quite
is.
honest, it's gross. And
It's very gross.
I know what it's trying to do, and I understand what they're getting at, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like trying to enjoy something. I'm like, I'm eating a sandwich here. What the? No.
Yeah,
what are
you
you
can't-
doing?
It's definitely one of those you have to like. You can't be eating. You can't have other people in
learned
the
that.
room unless
Oh,
they're
I-
like buddies.
I learned that too. I was eating. My girlfriend was in the room too, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Listen, what did you think about the scene where Yaku Neko was like, "Hey, smoke this," and she's like, "That doesn't look like a cigarette." It is. It's a cigarette.
It's a cigarette. It's not anything illegal, is it? No. No, it is not. That was funny. I will admit that. But as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, I know what it is. It's drugs.
And then later on, she walks in on her and she's shooting heroin.
I was literally like, what the? They're not shying away from that at all.
I know. That's why I like it. Because it's like, you will never see an anime like this ever again.
No, and isn't it like getting a lot of backlash from people in Japan too, saying that it's glorifying it when it's obviously not
It's
glorifying
clearly
it?
not glorified. It is clearly like, hey, Yanni Neko and her merry band of cat girls are abhorrent individuals, and their behavior
Yeah.
is not good.
They all have their vices. One's a
She
chain
literally-
smoker, one's a druggie, and one has anger management issues.
How do you glorify smoking nicotine patches? Seems a little like insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
hmm Also, Ben introduced me to 100 Girlfriends, and I immediately
Great
regret
series.
everything. It's
100 listen,
horrible.
100 Girlfriends is hilarious.
You run. Just run, Satsuki. You don't want any part of it. He showed me one episode, and I said, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Trust me, I was not going to watch that anytime soon.
There's
It
3
is-
seasons, apparently.
There's 3 seasons. The current season is airing right now. It is the most. It's the wildest. One of the wildest things I've ever seen. I mean, and that's coming off recently watching all the Jackass films again. Easily one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
But that's all I really have as far as like news. What about you, C?
I'm rewatching Amagi Brilliant Park and Cowboy Bebop, and Ghost in the Shell, and it's all
Ooh,
great.
sounds like a good time.
Yeah, Amagi Brilliant Park is way better than I remember, which is funny because we're watching another KyoAni show on KOA, and it's actually what I would compare it to is Amagi Brilliant Park. They really go hand in hand together. Like it's a very like the new show is very like reminds me a lot of that same feeling.
Nice.
All right. Well, I think it is time to get into our first show of the night, which is Nakama Club. This time, the wheel spins in my favor, and we are watching Girls Band Cry, episode 1. So, originally the show that I was going to pick for Nakama Club was going to be Shadow's House, but I feel like Shadow's House is a slow burn, and I do think it takes both seasons to really get truly invested into it. So I wanted to pick a show that I felt at the very least is better just with the amount of episodes that it has. Just 12 episodes that I thought that we were going to enjoy from start to finish. So that's why I chose this show. And I just think it fits the vibe of KOA. So episode 1, we follow our character Nina, who is 17 years old, thinking that she's moving to Tokyo. It's not in fact Tokyo, but she's trying to live on her own, but she's kind of a fuck up. She is late to the appointment. She gets lost. Her phone dies. Her neighbors try to help her out. She refuses to help and then decides to charge her phone at this cafe. She's all over the place in this episode. So
Very manic.
yeah. How are we feeling about Nina as a main character right now?
She's a spaz.
Yeah, Yeah, she's honestly, she's a lot like how I would act. I wouldn't be that much of a fuck up though. Like I wouldn't have much of those those issues. Like I'm more neurotic than that, but generally speaking, like I do have that kind of energy. So I sort of relate to her a little bit. But I think she's like a great main character because she's very innocent, she's very naive to the world, and she's meeting this other girl who's like she's like a super fan of. And she's what it looks like it's going to be is she's going to be her mentor of sorts, and probably by the end of this series she's going to find her way. So it's very much like a hero's journey kind of thing, I guess. The plucky upstart who's down on her luck becomes super confident in herself with a little help from her friends.
She gets by with a little help from her friends.
She gets high with a little help from her friends.
Yeah, she's definitely a teenager, very much a naive 17-year-old girl, very much just kind of wet behind the ears, so to speak. You know, it almost sounds like when it comes to her personally, she is new to the world. I don't know if that's just her upbringing or because didn't they say like she was rich?
Well, no,
like had like a rich.
Momoko.
Well, she assumed.
Yeah,
She
Momoko
assumed she was
thought
rich.
she was rich because she was acting like beef bowls were caviar. So it's like her upbringing is. It seems like she's sheltered.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got too. But she's also afraid to be around people. Somebody nice comes around and says, "Hey, I mean, I'm your neighbor. You know, you want to come in and charge your phone? That's totally fine." No, that's okay. Just sprints the other direction.
Yeah, no, that's me. That's what I would do.
What's wrong with that though? They seem nice.
I think it's mostly just the overwhelming. She probably has ADHD.
I could see it. But yeah, it's gonna be, but I guess I look at it because it's gonna be awkward because she's gonna be living there, you know? So now she's gonna have to face these same people again and go, "Hey, sorry for freaking out on you back there. I didn't mean to run away like I did. I was just kind of nervous."
They left her bag too.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. She said, "Could you watch my bag really quick? Doesn't want to go in and charge her phone, but please watch my bag." If I was the neighbor, I would be like, "Who is this new girl? What is wrong with her?"
Yeah. Poor thing. When you bring up the whole thing that like she's sheltered or whatever, I think that kind of explains it. She just doesn't have enough experience in the real world to make a decision either way.
Does beg the question though, why she decided to leave.
Probably for that
know,
reason.
To not be so secluded and sheltered.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, that's like she's also very young and she's into music clearly. So she probably has these aspirations that she wants and she doesn't exactly know how to do it probably. But she's going to go out and put herself out there either way and see what happens.
Well,
we're definitely rooting for her.
We had another character in this episode, Momoko, who seems to be, as he said, kind of like this mentor figure. I kind of look at her as like this cool senpai. She does a lot in this episode. She sells her CD to Nina for only 100 yen, which is a steal. No matter who, no matter how, no matter how trash that person is, it's pretty much a steal.
Speaking of $1, KOA Patriot. No. Oh, what was that? I just linked it.
Whoa!
In the chat.
Oh no, that's an accident.
Whoops!
Don't worry. Don't. Oops.
It's
wait. What link is that? I can't. I don't have my reading glasses on. EA, can you
Oh,
tell me what
man,
that
I guess
is?
some-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
can
tell you,
someone in
that
the
is
audience tell me?
that is our Patreon, the King of Anime podcast.
Oh.
You know, because since there's some things that we like to compare and say that, you know, you can't buy many things for $1
Yeah.
anymore. Apparently, you can get a CD of one of your favorite artists for $1. You can also get us, your favorite artists, the KOA podcast, into your own viewing pleasure, because we got all that shit for you. Backlog, we got a total of 8, count them, 8 videos.
8.
So if you're new, Deathstroke Morgan, be sure to subscribe. Not forcing you or anything. It's only $1. Come on.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
he's
glad
not
you read
forcing you,
that.
but I am.
Yeah, C literally has a gun to my face. Please help.
Work until aneurysm and die. Pay for Patreon and die.
Oh God.
Well, Momika lets Nina crash over at her place. She lets her hold her precious guitar. She lets her keep it at the end of the episode when she's going off and doing her own thing. How did we feel about Momika in this episode?
She's a bad influence.
You think so?
She taught her that this means thank you.
It does.
Maybe it means it. Thank you in certain cultures. Who
It
knows?
means thank you, fuck you, goodbye.
I know in Rick and Morty, the earlier seasons, the good seasons, this means peace among worlds. So, I mean, I guess she's teaching her a valuable lesson, but it kind of blows up in her face when she has that beef bowl and everything, and she goes, "Thank you for the food."
That was
She
great.
just looks terrified, like, "Oh fuck, what did I do?"
I like how the cook's like, I'm gonna do it. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it. Let me go. Let me go.
Yeah.
But yeah, Momika is very cool character. Seems like there's, some intrigue to her. She's serves as a source of inspiration for Nina, it seems, because she belongs to this band called Diamond, but apparently she's left that band and tried to do things solo, but things haven't worked out. She had like this big hit song, but she ended up losing the rights to it because she kind of just allowed the current Diamond Dust to take control over that song. So there's a lot of different things going on with this character that we haven't gone into, but it kind of teases things and makes you want to find out more about her. But pretty much by the end of the episode, because the whole thing is this back and forth with Nina and Momika, because Nina, it seems, feels insecure about her reasoning for being here in the first place. Momika tells her that she's kind of got it easy because her parents are funding her being off on her own and whatnot, and it seems like Momika didn't have like that same type of upbringing. And once she hears this, she darts off without her phone. Momika apologizes, gives her the phone, but that's when
She
they
always be leaving shit.
yeah, she's leaving everything. It's like a RPG goblin or something. You beat them, they just leave a coin or something and some loot.
Funny.
But
yeah, I love that.
But yeah, she they have a heart to heart, and Momika asks Nina what are her aspirations, what are her dreams, and Nina doesn't really have a direction necessarily. It seems more like she's running from something rather than she's chasing something, which I find interesting. And
That's a good point.
in the same light, it seems that's also what Momika is going through, because she wants to quit music because she's tried the whole solo gig, hasn't been working, so she wants to move back home and just call it quits. But end of the episode, Nina calls out to Momika, and they end up performing with the same guys that tried to chase down and kill them. I don't know what they were going to do when they called up to them. The guys that they flicked off. I don't know what they were going to do. That's what sat in my mind. I'm like, okay, you guys are chasing them, but what are you going to do when you catch them? Are you going to beat their ass?
Yeah, they catch up to him. Hey, stop it! Don't do that. Okay, we're sorry.
But yeah, they just end up performing with those guys, which is like, okay.
Yeah.
I just love the looks on their faces. They're like, "Am I playing the drums? Why am I in doing this? I wanted to kill them earlier."
Yeah, they're self-aware that they're just in an animation, not in control of their actions.
I mean, maybe they were just so upset because remember, Nina, she was the one that was yelling, trying to find. Is it Momoka? Yeah, Momoka. Mm-hmm. And they were kind of concerned. They're like, "Are you all right, kid? Are you having an emotional breakdown?" And then that's when I guess they felt inclined to play. Maybe they just felt guilty because they're just like, this woman's having an emotional breakdown. They're starting to sing. We might as well just join in. Fuck it.
Yeah, might as well. Might as freaking well. I like Momoko though. I think she's fantastic. Her guitar, by the way, is a jazz master.
I knew you would know what kind of guitar it was.
Yeah, she's got a really, really cool looking jazz master. It's not a Fender jazz master. It looks to be some sort of boutique brand. But I like. But speaking of the guitar, they do have some nice little details on the guitar that I really enjoy. There's a lot of pits in the finish. There's dings and scratches. So that's kind of like a hallmark of guitars. Like if your guitar doesn't have all that stuff on it, then it's probably sitting in a case doing nothing. But I really, really liked her quite a bit because she serves as this sort of like rebellious energy for her, and it kind of gets her out of her comfort zone a little bit. And I think they both, in a way, get themselves out of their comfort zone. Because Nina's like, hey, you can't give up on your dream just because, you gave away a song or whatever, and the solo thing isn't working out. There's other ways to go about doing this, and you got to keep at it, keep at, doing your thing that makes you happy. You don't have to be like the most insanely popular person at it or whatever, but you had a hit song. I mean, it shows you're good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep doing it.
For sure.
I don't know. I thought it was really, I just thought her character was probably the most compelling character of the episode overall. So really, really liked her character quite a bit.
We just are introduced to these two characters. Methinks, because this is a girls band anime, we're going to have two other girls to show up later. Am I safe to assume that?
I don't know.
I think
Thanks, Sasuke. I knew I could count on you.
I think we're going to get more girls. I think the drummer's going to be a dude. I think everyone that we saw play
you think
at the
so?
end, yeah, I think they're going to be in the band. I think the other girl is going to be probably the rhythm guitarist. Which, by the way, she's using a Les Paul Jr. with a P90 pickup.
Nice.
A single. So she most
Sounds
likely.
Impressive.
It's actually a very simple setup. It's one of the most simple setups you can get on a guitar.
Okay.
It's also very classic, very 1950s American rock and roll kind of sound. So it's like something you would hear, like almost sounds kind of like Chuck Berry-ish.
Okay. Nice.
Even though Chuck Berry uses a different guitar. So she probably, her style, just based on that guitar, is probably more punk rock, more rock and roll, more like in your face. The main girl, Momoka, her style is very artsy. So She's going to be doing lots of, because she was playing a modified chord when Nina was getting onto her, and she got stressed out, and she picked up a guitar. She started strumming an E minor or an A minor chord with a G sharp on the bass. So
Nice.
very
would've loved
artsy. That's a
your-
very artsy chord.
We would have loved your perspective on Rock as a Lady's Modesty. I would have loved to have seen what you would have thought about that series as far as them playing their guitars and instruments and everything.
It's not too late to talk about it. We have a thing that we may have talked about earlier that we have a platform to talk about some shows.
Oh yeah,
Pornhub?
I mean,
well,
I personally don't want to talk
anime.
anime on my Pornhub. I like to keep that stuff separate.
You're right, though, Satsuki. We could talk about this on Patreon, Rock as a Lady's Modesty, if that's something you want to see. See?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Isn't there another like music anime that's coming out soon? Because I saw like, I think it was like Fender or like Gibson do some sort of promotion for an anime, and they like based it off like their performances off a real band.
Don't know. If it is, I haven't heard of it. Like it's a
I feel
new
like
one coming
Satsuki's-
out.
No,
Satsuki's mentioned it. I'm pretty sure.
I don't.
It's like a girl along like twin tails or drills or something like that. She's like fuck you and all this stuff. She's super punk rock and screaming and
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean,
if
you're probably thinking of
if you're not talking about Rock as a Lady's Modesty, I don't know what you're talking about.
because
oh, is
they
that what
do
that is?
Yeah, they do that throughout the episode. They're like, it's funny. In this episode, we saw them actually flipping them off. In Rock as a Lady's Modesty, it's censored by instruments. And when they cuss, it's like that's censored too. I think it's like a guitar chord, kind of like what Metalocalypse did whenever they would cuss. But yeah, that'll be fun to discuss.
this is what I'm thinking of. Yeah,
Rock as a Lady's
That-
Modesty. Let me see.
yeah,
Yep, that's them.
PRS did a promo because that's a PRS guitar. I
Yeah,
watched that video of the lady being like, I play rock music and it's really nice and and then you just see her on stage and she's like just screaming.
Yeah. Because their whole thing is that they're elegant, noble, fancy ladies, but they choose to go a different route.
And they also name drop bands. They talk about Red Hot Chili Peppers and Linkin Park, which I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah. Also, Deathstroke said, all seasons are great. Disrespect on Rick and Morty later seasons cannot be tolerated. Talking to you, EA.
I know he is, but sorry, Deathstroke, I'm just not a fan. I tried. I even watched some episodes this season, and no,
Damn.
it's not
Damn.
the same. It's not the same. It's really not. But I know Deathstroke's gonna say that it's great, and all I'm gonna say is to each their own. If you love it, great. I'm just not a fan anymore.
Hater.
I clearly.
I will say,
because I always bring it up.
I am a fan of Nina, or at least like the contrast of her personality. I think is interesting because the whole episode she's like very timid and skittish, but there's that one moment where she argues with Momika, and they're both it's like little kids arguing. They're like, "You're stupid. You're stupid." Like with
You poopy face.
yeah, 'cause she's like real stubborn about the oddest things. Because normally it seems it's kind of like she's a pushover, or she'll do her signature,
You poopy face.
her signature runaway animation. But some things she'll stand 10 toes down. I find that interesting.
I've been hearing that a lot lately. That must be a new saying, standing 10 toes down. Or maybe I just got introduced to it because I swore I never heard that before ever.
It's something that got recoined. It's always been a thing. It's just like one of those things that have like resurfaced. Kind of like how simp was always a word, but then it got relevant again because of Twitch.
Yeah. Simp and goon and
for sure. Goon is definitely taken on a new word. A new meaning, because I remember watching old stuff and no one calls me a goon, and it's like, to goon is very different than being a goon.
Yeah. Was there something?
Oh, I think I have a quote from the episode that I really, really liked. When at the very end, Nina says, "Once you give up, it's Jover."
Wait. You're reading those subs.
Yeah. I
Oh
guess.
no, see.
Is this the wrong one?
You're reading the wrong subs. I remember watching the first episode.
The very racist subs.
I remember watching the first episode. I remember watching the first episode and they did the same shit and I was very confused and I went, what is going on? You have to, I don't know if you're reading on or if you're watching on a site or whatever, but if you torrent it or you find a version, if you look for a version that says the group is subs, please, you'll be fine. I've watched that first episode with the translations that you're talking about. That she did not say that.
Oh my god. Ben, remember the Mahjong anime that we were watching?
God, yes. Dude,
and the subs were very racist.
Dude, that was insane. Those subs were like a racist expletive every second. It was insanity. I was like, either this is the most racist anime ever made, or this is not legit.
Yeah.
Found out it wasn't legit.
Yeah, I think it was locked in for KOA or something like that.
Yeah, I picked it. I'm pretty sure. Right?
It lasted the 3. And then we killed it.
I think I picked it because the character designs came from Negi Haruba, if I remember correctly.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So that's why they're racist.
I don't know
what
about
does
that.
mean?
I don't know.
Are you saying the quintessential quintuplets are racist?
I'm saying because my girl didn't win in QQ, that means he's racist.
Oh,
that's
okay.
true.
There you go.
Well, that's
boy.
pretty much the first episode of Girls Band Cry. Thought it was a very, very good pilot episode. Got you into it. Feel for the characters. Oh, well, how did we feel about the actual performance of the song? I guess before we close out.
It was solid. I think it was
Shouldn't
pretty
have had a
solid.
bass guitar, even though it had a bass guitar in the mix. There was no basses.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Moving on to the last remaining anime from last season, Daemons of the Shadow Realm, episode 14. This is what the kids would call a slapper.
Yes, it is a slapper. That is not something that happens when you have a fart that just slaps out of your butt. It is something that is just awesome and chock full of just story and lore and shocking twists and everything. I got to admit, Oski, because you told me last week, you're like, what do you think of the OP? And I was like, it's all right. I gave it another listen. I like it. I think it's a pretty good opening. Now I have to ask you, C, what did you think of that opening?
I think it's better than the first
you didn't
one.
listen to it. Oh.
Yeah, I listened to openings and endings the first time I hear them.
Okay.
After that, it's out the window.
Well, then you
I'll
said
never
the
listen
same
to this
thing.
again.
You said the same thing Satsuki said. He thought it was better than the other one too. I think it's still on par with it. I still think the first one's a little better, but this it's pretty good. It's no longer just okay. It's pretty good. So
yeah, I like it more. I think you got a point. I think it is about the same level.
Yeah. But this episode, these past couple episodes have been crazy. We've been that poor village just keeps getting fucking ransacked and destroyed and killed. We find Hana basically coming back from cutting up the body of the shaman and everything, and she can't last 2 minutes without going, oh, guess what, Euro. There was a message left for Euro on this giant person's body, and yeah, she starts snitching, just like the notes right here say.
Yeah, I think she is starting to buy in more to this found family that they have, because before it just seemed like a job for her, just like anything else. But it seems like she's building more of a connection with them. I mean, it's just like Spy Family. It doesn't matter how made up the thing is. If you're around these people for X amount of time, you're going to build some type of relationship with them. And I think because the whole thing started is because they had the hot pot material in there that they didn't make because she was away. And, Dara's like, well, we wanted to wait until we can all eat it as a family. And I think that really resonated with her because, I mean, maybe she's never even had like a solid family like this. So to call one her own, I think got to her. So she decided to relay the message because I think she would have felt guilty if she didn't.
When we first meet up, all three of us, we have to have hot pot.
We're gonna have
Definitely
hot pot, and we're gonna have some pot.
Well,
I don't know about that. I think the Neko girls got to you.
No, if they got to
My
me, that would be
God.
like, I'd be like, hey man, I got some nicotine patches. You want to smoke these?
And then you see, we'll also just be doing this. It's like,
I'll
I
show
got
up
some
with-
heroin. Ben, this isn't what we imagined our first encounter would be.
I just say "nya" all the time.
Oh my God. If you start doing that, that's one of those slowly back away. Just wait to see what happens. But that was sweet. That was nice. I definitely agree. I think Hana's becoming more attached to this. What was once a job is now becoming a family. She's taking a liking to Euro. She's taking a liking to Ken. And, even her fake husband, would you say that she kind of has feelings, even though it seems like they're always at each other's throats for something?
Yeah, it seems it's like you play the role long enough, you kind of get comfortable with it, and you kind of start to have a dynamic that is a little, I guess, playful or whatever. So I think they're very playful with one another, and it seems like they're very supportive, which is what surprised me.
Yeah. It's sweet. It's nice. It's definitely she was told not to say anything, but I think because she cares so much, she just kind of like had to get that off her chest because, the guilt would probably get to her eventually, where if she didn't say anything, it would just gnaw at her.
I think so. Yuru being a fish out of water isn't new. We've been seeing this throughout the entirety of the series since he's left the village. But this is probably one of the funniest moments that came from it is when he's out there with what's my man's name? Ken. He's out there with Ken. Yeah. And Ken, is integrated into the world, so he's trying to guide Yuru, who he calls a barbarian. And he's like, you can't murder people just cause they attack you. And Yuru's like, you can't kill people? This was so
insane.
It was so
it's like that episode of AOT where they saw like ice cream for the first time.
Right.
Like what the fuck is this?
Oh my God. This is insane.
No murder.
But yeah. And he even kind of like had a valid point. He's like, Well, how are you supposed to defend yourself? You're just supposed to just let someone kill you?
Yeah, he's also wondering. He's like, why aren't you guys hunting? Why nobody's walking around with bows and machetes? What are you, housewives? Like, go out there and hunt. They're right in front of you. It's like,
Yeah, he saw the giant koi fish down there and was like, ooh, that's going to be good for the hot pot. And Ken was like, no. Look at that sign. And it said no fishing. It's like, what? How is anybody supposed to get any food? And then he looks up and sees the birds that are hanging on the wire and everything. It's just like, those things, can I just... No, you can't get those birds.
yeah.
No hunting. And
Off
it's definitely
limits.
it's funny how you say a fish out of water, since he was trying to get a fish literally out of the water.
No fishing, hunting license. This is hell on earth for him. I wonder if ever he's going to be like fully integrated, because that's living your life like that for what, 16
Whole
years. Yeah, like, and then getting into this state. That's we think about, like, prisoners being in there for a long time and having to reassimilate in society.
Yep.
After major changes and whatnot, but at the very least there is some core foundation that stays the same. With this, is so many centuries. There's a century gap of culture and rules and regulations that he has to get accustomed to. So I wonder if ever he's going to get used to the world, because I feel like every time is going to be like he's not even catching up when it comes to just like, I can't even say modern society. Like he can't even catch up like the 1700s right now.
Steam would
Steam
probably
engine?
freak him.
What is that? Magnets, what are those? What
You
do they
kidding me?
do?
If you were to show him something like as simple, because making fire is one thing. You do like a lighter and just do it like that. That's one of those. You possess fire from your hands? Are you a sorcerer? What the fuck?
You're a
When it's
Damon.
just-
You're a Matt Damon. I know you.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you're
know
a
Matt
Damon.
Damon anywhere I see him.
Yeah. No, that's definitely something. It's hilarious and fun. They did feel a presence of another Daemon as they were out and about that was following them. So then they decided to go out into kind of like a more secluded area. These Daemons were still following them. And we get introduced to one of the more interesting Daemons and characters of this whole series. And,
Say their name.
oh, sure. Yeah, I'll say their name. Their name is...
Why
And
does
I-
that keep popping back up? It's one of like the most consistent things about this podcast.
I know, it never
Stupid
leaves.
alien lolly.
But the funny thing about that whole exchange was not only the name, but the fact that right and left understood what they were saying. He just responded. It's like, oh, your name is
yeah.
yeah. Nice to meet you. Yeah, because Euro's just like, that's not. Well, it was Ken that said that. That's not human. That's literally an alien. That Ken is me when I was like, that's an alien. When it came to Tatsuya Momura.
I just love how they just look like quintessential aliens. Like,
Literally, like
Yeah.
a gray
Roswell.
alien. Yeah, something you would see, like the stereotypical.
Except for one of them be thick though.
one of them does have she's pretty well endowed.
Yeah, for an alien, she's packing.
She's stacked from top to bottom.
Yeah.
What would you say? See, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
I might know somebody
Yeah.
that's thicker than that though, but that's a show that we're gonna talk about last.
Oh my God! I know exactly who you're referring to. It's a nurse. Dear God.
I'm not even talking about her, but yeah, sure, her too.
But who are you talking about?
It's your show, EA.
Wait.
My
what
show?
about my show?
It's your show.
Is it my show?
Well, apparently
my
it's my show.
Mhm.
Apparently it's my show.
I'll send you a screenshot when the
Yeah,
time comes.
Yeah, we'll worry about that then. But so we meet the alien couple. I thought it was interesting how their master is essentially a pug, for a dog that just so happened to stumble upon them because they were these two little statues that were kind of like forgotten in like embedded in like a crack of a tree, and then this dog, whether it fell or got flung or whatever, fell on top of them and lo and behold became their master. And I just thought to myself, that's interesting. It just kind of makes you think that people come across daemons and they become their masters through very unconventional ways. Sometimes it's because they choose it. Ken got daemons not because he wanted to and had to deal with their shit. And then, a dog just so happens to fall on top and it's not even like a human. And then that's their master. And it just makes me think, is there no limits to who can be a master of a daemon?
This is very One Piece coded. Because there is a character in One Piece that is a gun that eats a fruit that turns him into a dog. A gun dog.
Huh.
So it's a gun that turns into a dog.
I mean, that's the most One Piece thing I've ever. That's crazy though, but yeah. So we get Frankie from Men in Black as the master.
Yeah, I guess that's what you could say. I love these. I love these two Daemons though. They were great. They were fantastic. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Is that what you mean by thick?
Oh my!
Damn, boy.
I totally forgot that happened.
Bro, he got them underwear lines.
He got the BBL through smokestacks. That's what.
Yep. This is KyoAni. That's my KyoAni.
I must have blinked because I forgot that happened. Jesus Christ!
It was so distracting because it was so fluid.
Oh man.
I don't get it, but
But yeah, no, I love these aliens. And I like how they bring Donji in like right after, and there's a little cute Donji reveals his true form to be the cute little guy. It's a very cute ending.
Yeah.
Cute ending.
Yeah. Well, I mean, cute like middle second half.
I guess so. Yeah.
But yeah, so Donji came flying in on a magical steed, and with Urashima, and basically he kind of like told Yuru what was going on. The village was under attack. All this crazy shit is happening, and then as you put it, we find out Donji is not even really human. He's a fucking daemon. And I thought this was very smart on Yuru's half, where it just shows how very observant he is when it comes to just his surroundings. And he just noticed, he's like, you're not casting a shadow. Humans cast shadows, but daemons, they don't have a shadow, which would make sense as they're not of this world. And Denji showed that he could make a shadow, so it almost kind of makes it seem like that he was like, well, he integrated himself with Yuru the whole time and was pretending he was a human this whole time and whatnot. And the one time he kind of messes up and forgets, I forgot to cast a shadow. That's when we find out he's a daemon. And not only does he not look like how he looks like, he's this tiny boy-looking daemon with really dark, dull eyes. So that's his real character. And also, he has his partner, which is the fake Asa.
What are they going
And-
to look like? Are they going to be like a small little doll girl?
Probably, I can imagine it's probably a girl, like a little doll girl. I could see that. But we, like, when all this was happening, it just kind of like came out as fast as like, oh shit, so you're really a Daemon. He felt betrayed. We thought, oh, it has to be the granny. And then yet another fucking twist wasn't the granny. The Daemon, the master, was Denji's mother, Kyoka. She's the master of both of them. And I'm just like, okay, now I don't know what to believe. What the fuck is going on? Because everyone's just... I thought for sure it would have been the granny. Granny's just a granny. She's not anybody. Like, does she have Daemons? Guess not. So...
Is she secretly a doll?
She's another Daemon. There's three of them. But yeah, Euro is just completely like at a loss when it comes to everybody. He's just like, now I don't know who the fuck to trust, because what I thought was a nice peaceful village is just Daemons were just everywhere and people were lying to me. My sister's not my sister. My friend is not my friend. I definitely understand where Euro's coming from, and I'd be pissed just like him and not trust anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, because we were speculating, like, because we knew about the fake Asa being a Daemon, and we were speculating, okay, where's the other half of the pair, and we were like, okay, it's probably somebody that we know, but
didn't you call it and say it was Denji?
I don't know. I gotta look back. I don't know,
I'll take credit.
but I definitely for sure what I said. For sure, what I said was that Donji was in on the whole village thing. I didn't know if he was a Daemon, but I for sure said he was in on that, because I felt like if they use Asa, if they use fake Asa, they would have used somebody like a friend to him to be real close, so they could. It's in a different way that I thought, because I thought that he was just going to be there for surveillance, but it seems like he was there for surveillance and also to protect him on the field from bandits, people that were trying to take the power of Seal. So that seemed to be his role. And while Yuru's anger is very justified and understandable, I thought a real profound moment was when he got angry at the fact that Donji was hiding the fact that he was a Daemon, and left and right kind of treated it matter of factly, because to them they thought that he had already thought he was a Daemon. And I just think it's really profound, because it shouldn't matter that he's a Daemon. Like, I understand the fact that the whole mission of him doing what he was doing, like, there's betrayal and there's distrust there, but I don't think that he got friendly. I don't think all that stuff was fake. I think there was a real connection there, and I think that's going to be the struggle with the next episode or next coming episodes, is that he's going to get this message relayed to him about what happened to fake Asa, and he's going to feel so betrayed by the village that he initially isn't going to want to try to save her. But I also think that's why the little girl now we know that's why the little girl got captured, because it'll be one thing for him to leave fake Asa, but it's another thing for him to leave the little girl who has nothing to do with this, like, who's completely innocent. But I think it's going to be a dilemma of him initially going like, I don't want to save fake Asa because they've been lying and betraying me since we've known each other. But I think he's going to realize at some point that even though it may have started off fake and whatnot, there was a real connection there with fake Asa, with Donji, and even if he doesn't care for them, there's still a bigger picture with the little girl being kidnapped. So, yeah. True. But yeah, Yuru's struggle in this episode was really, really great.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially the episode ends with him wanting to be alone with Danji and talk one-on-one, or wait, it was either that or he just wanted to be alone with himself.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to be off on himself because
Yeah, he wanted to be just, he probably wants to distress. He's just like, this is too much for me to handle. Right and left, just chill.
I gotta
for a
kill
bit
somebody.
because- I gotta kill somebody. I might have to kill a rabbit just to make me feel whole again. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what.
I'm thinking to myself, because Ken told him like, oh, you can't kill people. He's gonna see like a movie or some shit. He's gonna see a soldier. He's gonna, what about that? Yeah, they get medals.
He's gonna stand up in the middle of the movie theater. I thought you couldn't kill anybody.
That's
Shut the fuck up. We're
bullshit.
watching Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, no, that's gonna happen. It definitely is. I guess my last thought of this episode would be, I wonder what Danji's power is gonna be, because fake Asa, we kind of saw what the power was, and that's that they can't die and they just kind of regenerate, so to speak, and they have these weird tentacle things that fly out of them. But it's like, what does Denji's power do? Is it similar, or is it like the opposite? Because it has to be something along those lines.
Yeah, it probably is just more of the same. Just because of him being able to make a shadow, because it's kind of reminiscent of the little that we saw of Asa's powers with like the black mass thing that she had going on. So it's probably similar, because like there's no real difference between what left and right can do.
True. It's just that one's a boy, one's a girl, and one's left, one's right. One uses their hands, the other uses their feet. That's essentially it.
Yeah. But I don't know if we have any more to talk about this episode, but pretty great episode.
Yeah. Every time a new episode comes out, I'm just like, I think I know what's going on, and then it just throws a curveball at you once more, and you're just like, okay, well now I'm completely lost. What the hell is happening?
Yeah. It's a lot to take in. And as you said, EA, the names of the characters just pile up and up and up.
Yeah.
Gotta have an encyclopedia.
Yeah, I mean, like,
seriously,
we have our notes here, and the character names by themselves take up a page almost.
A page.
I would say you could literally put up a page and it would fit all in there.
That's probably not even all of them.
No.
It's
Hopefully
just the
not.
ones that I found kind of important, which is a lot of people.
You mean you didn't put down?
Not yet. I mean, look at the text that I used for that name, because I didn't know what to put.
Wingdings?
Yeah, I don't even know what those symbols are. What? But that's great. That's great. That totally captures what their name is.
Yeah. So
Chuko Lolly.
we will move on to our next show tonight, which
This is
is
C's pick.
Oh,
C-Tac the show,
me.
and it is called Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. Affectionately called Smoking Buddies, because I didn't want to write that whole title.
Smoking buddies.
Smoking Buddies is a very good name for this anime. Is very accurate. It is literally what it is. It is Smoking Buddies. I picked this because super goth baddie. Also because the real reason is actually because I read the manga, and around the first 20 or so chapters, I think like 24, and I love it. I absolutely love it. There's nothing else quite like it. It is very simple. The whole concept of it is basically a 40-year-old salaryman. He's working a soul-crushing job. He doesn't really get out or do much. He's very depressed, and his one thing that he loves to do is he loves to go to see this cute cashier girl. Her name is Yamada, and she's just doing her job pretty much. But she immediately notices that this guy is constantly coming to see her, and it turns out that she actually likes the dude, and is rather charmed by him. And when she's on her days off or off of her shift, that just so sometimes happens to be when he's walking by the smoking area. So she calls him over one night to smoke together, and she looks totally different because that is her cashier. Her cashier is like her alter ego, Yamada. Her actual name is Tayama, and she's super goth. She's got piercings. She's very sharp looking, sort of like like Makima. Looks sort of like Makima. And she's very teasing to him, because he's just so oblivious and shy and bashful. And it's really just like, it is a series that is built around this idea of letting down like the faces that you have up in your life and just being real to someone else and having an honest interaction. And that's basically what every episode of this is going to be. It's just going to be, they smoke together, they talk about stuff, and his life moves on, and then there's stuff that happens. And it's very charming. It's a very charming series. Both of the main characters, Sasaki and Tayama, are very well-rounded and have a lot of they're beyond just like their charming selves. They have a lot of character to them. A really interesting fun fact about this series is that it originally started as a Twitter, just like a Twitter series of just like little art, like just so the guy would just post art, and it would just be like an art piece. And slowly it kind of started to take on a little bit of a story. And eventually it turned into a manga, and then now it's a TV series. And now it's
Awesome.
It's getting a live action too. So
Oh, really?
it is quite popular, and all of the series popularity is by word of mouth. So it's one of those kind of like diamonds in the rough that actually got some steam behind it, and
Steam.
became something. Steam.
The machine. No, but yeah, I knew you gave it high praise, C, and I was waiting to see what made this show as good as it is, and I definitely could see why. I'm always a fan of series that likes to stray away from the high school setting and go into adults. And I've always been a fan of that stuff. And this is one of these situations where it's, overworked dude. His only happiness is seeing this cute girl that cashes him out and whatnot. And that, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to win your heart, just keep creeping and keep going to the same store and buying the same shit, and you too can have yourself a goth baddie. That's.
I feel like I'm gonna run out of money.
All jokes aside. Also, what is that, Satsuki?
It's
Is that
orange.
an orange? Nice. Aren't you glad that you watched this show?
I am.
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
It is.
Aren't you glad we aren't blood related?
What?
What?
You remember that? Remember that Valentine's from Citrus? That Crunchyroll posted?
Oh, I do remember that. I do. I know
Oh.
what you're talking about
I
now.
think I know that one. That's weird as
Yeah.
Oh,
But
do we have Coca-Cola for our sponsor for the show today?
Today's episode is sponsored by Harry Float Coca-Cola. This shit's fucking good, by the way. Imagine drinking an actual float with a little cherry in it and Coke. I'm so good at this, but yeah,
I'm a
it's
big
good.
fan of cherry Coca-Cola, so
Oh, dude, you gotta have
Some good
this cherry float Coca-Cola. Like, I swear by it. It's really good.
what is good, Trayvon? What's going on?
Hey,
Yo, yo,
Trayvon,
yo.
just in time for smoking buddies.
So yeah, Sasaki is going to the market. I don't know how many times a week, because it seems like he's getting reprimanded and chastised at work every single day, and it's kind of like his going to the supermarket is like his safe haven, so you can see Yamada and whatnot. It's funny because when they show her for the first time after they show the cashier, I already thought that those two. I didn't think they were the same person initially, just because of the piercings. Because I was like, okay, I thought the sequence of time was like right after, so I was like, there's no way she had those she put on those piercings that quick. So I thought they were just like related or something, initially, but I just kind of find it funny that he's attracted to both looks of her, but just in different ways. Like with, I'll just call her Smoking Goth because that's what I wrote in the notes. As Smoking Goth, he's kind of like apprehensively attracted to her. Like he thinks of how like teasing and condescending she could be, but he still is kind of like, well, I kind of like that. But with her as in her cashier persona, it's more like he's kind of looking at her as like this cute angelic lady. You know, she has the closed eyes, she's like super friendly and whatnot, so I find that
Related
funny.
to Brock?
I don't know. That's been the closed eyes thing's been going on for so long. I don't know who's the first popular character with it, but Brock is one of the originators. I will say that.
Yeah, and then Brock actually opened his eyes in one episode. Remember that? He went.
Horrifying.
But yeah, that's the dichotomy of man. Sometimes you want your cute angelic cashier girl. Other times you want your lung cancer ridden goth pierced up lady wearing all black.
Yeah. It's I almost kind of wish the series worked in a way to where you didn't know that they were the same person, because this, I know you find out by the end of like the first half and whatnot, because you see the piercings and everything. It's like, oh, okay, that's the same person. And then I don't know. I wish they could have done it in a way where you could just kind of think, is it the same person? Are they just friends? And then maybe later on you find out that they're the same person. Then it just comes at you like, oh, she was just fucking with him the whole time or something like that. But it works. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just like a little nitpicky thing where I think if I was to do it, that's how I would have did it.
I think they would have only been able to keep it up for one more episode back, though. Because
True.
some of the things you were saying, it was like, okay, no, there's no way.
True, because by the end of the episode, Sasaki's just like, are they friends?
I never told her my name. How does she know my name?
Right.
And these guys keep talking to each other, and it seems like she knows everything that's been going on when I talk to Yamada, but I never see her. Why is that? They also have the same hair color, and they also are at the same place. What the?
Yeah, I noticed that right away whenever like he was like smoking. I don't know if it was the first or second time, but she called him by his name, and I just thought to myself, wait a minute, she just called you by your name, but you didn't say anything then. But then he goes to check out, and she says his name, and then that's when he realizes and goes, "Wait a minute, how'd you know my name?" "Oh, by your frequent points card or whatever."
Smooth.
And he was that
smooth.
was very smart and very smooth. But then that's when he had an epiphany after all that happened. He's like, "Wait, how did the other girl know me?" And then he just kind of was like, "Oh well, back to work."
Whatever. Mochi chips.
Yeah, mochi chips, which I love how they kind of use that as a thing to show that he's older in a way, but it's, I don't know. Can you really put an age on stuff that you like? You know what I mean?
True. But there are like there are like snacks and whatever that are deemed like the old people type of candy, like butterscotch, for example. You eat a butterscotch.
I love my butterscotch.
I guess I'm old then.
Wait, you and Sasaki are the same age.
Well, he's a little older than me, but shit. Well, fuck. I guess I'm gonna like these damn mochi chips then. You young people.
Why did
just
you
going
have
to
it right
be-
next to you, though? That's the funny part.
I don't know. It's just right there. You said butterscotch, and I just went, son of a bitch. I've been called out my name.
I like butterscotch, by the way. I was just using it as an
It's great.
example.
No, you know what I would say would be even older as like a candy thing? You know those... It's like those strawberry ones. You
Yeah, I know there's the strawberry
ones with-
candies.
Yeah.
It's like the candy
feel
that
like
you never buy, but you always get during Halloween.
Yep.
Yep, and you
Yep,
would always
love
go to your
those.
grandma's and it would be there. Like that's an old candy.
Yeah.
Love them though. So fucking good.
They're good. I love them. But yeah, poor Sasaki was just like, "Yeah, you're old as fuck because you like those mochi chips. Ha ha." And he's just like, "Damn it. I'm just do you think that she'll like these?" And
She does.
She,
She actually
she-
likes them
yeah.
more than the
Like,
cancer.
Well,
So much better than the cancer.
You know, Sasaki, I really like these mochi chips. They really they hit different, you know.
I will say it's impressive the fact that she has two separate voices and inflections to her voice. The voice actors that plays
She's good at her job.
Yamada. She's, I mean, I was just saying that voice actress wise, that's really good. I honestly thought they were two different people, but it's her just making her voice a little higher versus, I don't know if that's her natural voice or if she's just like bringing it down an octave, but it's just, yeah, really
She
good.
looks-
Very well done.
She looks like Yamada or Tayama. The VA.
mm.
I didn't know that was, okay. So she looks like her actual character.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. But I don't know where Sasaki works, but he needs to find another job. I would not put up with that kind of like work schedule. Not only does he have a boss that constantly yells, but then when he's about to get off at 5, they have a fucking meeting that lasts, what'd they say, 7 hours, and they didn't even come to a decision after that. I'd be so pissed because they don't get overtime. I know Japanese's work schedules are so fucking weird, and when it comes to like that backbreaking labor and everything, but man, I could not do it. That would suck.
Agreed.
Maybe Goth Batty is gonna change his ways.
True. She's gonna put a cigarette in his face while she has one in her mouth. She's gonna
Would
go,
you like to? I watched Yanni Neko recently. It's a good show. She was smoking 5 of them at once. So I thought I would give you 5. I'll take 5, and also here's a
That-
needle.
that did happen, by the way. But yeah, I mean, it's very much a slice of life. I'm curious to see what else they're gonna do. with this series. I wonder if they're going to introduce more characters. There's not that many characters, at least noteworthy characters. The only other one that's of note would be Yamada's friend, who just seems like like 1 minute he's just like a negative Nancy because, you know, there's those people that you're at work with and they always just talk shit or whatever. But then he's also kind of like the voice of reason. If you keep going back to the store, stop buying those fucking mochi chips. Why do you keep buying them? Well, because there's this girl. What? What do you mean? What are you doing?
Also, we had a scene of a grown man being scared of a indirect kiss when she
Oh no.
offered him the cigarette that she, you know, had with her lipstick.
I mean, to be fair, you don't know where her lips have been.
Yeah,
He barely knows this girl.
yeah, but it's the fact that he did the whole blushing. No,
True. Well, and then when she did the whole cigarette thing, he kind of like and fell and slipped and did that thing. Yeah, what you would typically see in like high school stuff, but almost makes it seem like, well, I don't know anything about Sasaki yet, but maybe he's just one of those guys where it's just doesn't get out much in more ways than one. He's never felt the smoky breath of a goth baddie.
yeah, he definitely seems like he's caged by his own limitations, like, you know, just staying in the workforce and just kind of going through the motions of life and whatnot. So it's, you know, she's probably going to be like the exciting thing that pushes him to, you know, venture out a little more.
Yeah. Goth baddie, on the other hand, she's had boyfriends her whole life. That's what I get from her.
Think so?
Oh yeah, she's
Probably.
been popular
She's
ever
24.
since she. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's probably been popular her whole life. Well, maybe not popular, but just people probably were like, "You're so cute. Can I go out
Well,
with you?"
Everybody likes her Yamada persona, so
I was thinking like maybe the whole reason why she even does the whole goth thing, other than just maybe her liking the look, is because she wanted to turn people off from how she looks normally or naturally, I guess. You know, because like Japan is like a lot more resistant towards those type of looks, like, you know, piercings and dyed hair and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
that's true. She also does tell Sasaki at one point that she's very popular, and like it makes sense why he would be attracted to Yamada because she's so stacked and all this. So she was very like blunt with that.
yeah.
Yeah, she's probably tired of the attention. Now she's gonna be a goth baddie, and garner this man Sasaki with all the attention in the world just because he pays $883 for a bag of mochi chips because he's old as fuck.
Trayvon says, "Kya indirect kiss."
No. And yes, Trayvon, a character was doing heroin and smoking weed the last episode of Yanni Neko. We established that.
By the way, the voice acting in this series, actually, and also Yanni Neko, both series about smoking and addiction. Well, I guess smoking isn't really about addiction, but both series have amazing voice acting. So, I guess we need more series with smoking in it to get really good voice acting.
This is the summer of smoking, apparently. Like, all the popular shows deal with smoking.
Yeah.
I mean, smoking is pretty much a natural thing in Japan anyway. Like, you can still smoke in a restaurant in Japan, where over here in America, good luck. Good luck trying to find a place where you can smoke.
You'll get jumped.
Or kicked out. Or both. They'll
get
jump
jumped
you
out.
first and then kick you. You'll get jumped out.
All right. Well, I think that's all to talk about for the first episode. Yeah, this was weird just because like we had like 6 of the episodes come out, but it didn't.
They were like minisodes. They were like half episodes or something.
Yeah, but yeah, it didn't like I won't say officially came out, but it wasn't aired on TV until last week. So
Yeah, it was like aired at some convention where people got to see it early before it came out on TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, the anime is a different art style from the manga. The manga is much more sharp, has a much more cool feeling, more I don't know. Just a very very sleek sharp look. So, the anime is much more anime. Like Tayama and Yamada, they're both more rounded. They have like a more rounded kind of curvature to their angles, whereas in the manga, she's much sharper looking.
I see. Well, that is it for Smoking Buddies. So, going on to our next show, the show that I chose for KOA, it is I Want to Love You Till Your Dying Day. Affectionately named
this
Yuri Potter.
Yuri Potter.
Yuri Potter. I love the name. But that's exactly what it is. And yes, I feel like we've had a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but in the past, we've always done the Yuri bait. I feel like this is the first time in a long time where we actually had Yuri, no bait.
True. There's a lot of Yuri. A lot of Yuri. There was even public hand holding.
I mean, in this episode, there was more than that.
Oh, what are you talking about? That was healing magic.
Bullshit. I saw the tongue and I saw the throat.
These are called mana transfers, EA. This is normal.
Oh, that's normal, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, very normal.
I just like the fact we were jumping ahead, but it doesn't matter. I just like the fact that they try to excuse that. Oh, they're healing them, but that doesn't explain it because they are in they are. They got the moon as a backdrop, sitting in a secluded area by the stairs. You know, they got like this whole romantic setup, but they're healing each other with magic. Sure, buddy. Sure. Tell it to the judge.
She's healing the back of her throat with her tongue.
Said put a little spit on it. So there you go.
Put a little spit on it.
Magic particle. Listen, the tongue carries all the magic particles. Okay, it's the way it works.
Oh.
You got to get it in there, all right?
True.
Got to work it around.
So the very first thing we see is a girl getting brutally murdered.
Yeah.
Death becomes her.
Yeah. To the to the indifference of everybody because the classroom gets informed about because the person that ended up dying was Sheena's roommate, Sheena, the main character, and they're like, yeah, so she died. All right, can somebody do this equation?
That was how it felt. So there's a student that died today. Her name is Sheena. All right. Let's do the quadratic formula, and remember you got tests on it later, so don't you fuck this up. Are we gonna honor it? No, you ain't honoring shit. Answer this question.
No moment of silence, no remembrance. Just she did go all right, I guess.
I mean, do
Hey,
students
Sheena, you
just...
being a piece of shit over there? Hey, hey, what? What? You look sad. What the fuck? Oh, Oh yeah. Oh right, she's dead. Right, your roommate's dead. I forgot. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, go fucking clean it out. Go clean her room out. Get her shit out. Leave. You're off for today. You got homework though.
They do a roll call. Sheena? Is Sheena? Oh, right. She's not going to be here today. Just, oh my God. But it just kind of makes me think, do students just die a lot in this universe to where they don't even have time to mourn? They're just like, well.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah,
They literally say in the episode that they are sent out to do battles.
they
There you go.
we have. I mean, the first episode we see they have like this praying ceremony, and you can see all the caskets there. In which they don't even have the corpses inside there because they apparently just get rid of the bodies because they don't want the enemy to get any information on the remains of the deceased. So not only are they like desensitized towards death, but they don't even really get to properly mourn either.
That's rough. That's really rough. This world is very bleak and dark. Okay. See, does not care for these Yuri Potter girls. Fuck them. Well.
Also, they're orphans too. To make it even
orphans,
worse. Yeah. It just Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
they are war orphans made to go to war.
Also known as Warfans.
Orphans, yeah.
I do find it interesting that pretty early on in the first episode, I thought this would be something they would do in the second or third episode, but they introduced kind of like a secondary cast of characters with Seiren and Ari, who look to be a couple, and a couple of need.
Yeah.
A couple of best buddies.
Oh no. You saw the hand holding. Like that right there, Sasuke, signifies they are in love and they are a couple.
I saw the trailer for this, so they did more than that.
Listen, those lowered eyes. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "That's Satsuki."
Me? I mean, I don't know. We didn't really get much from those girls in terms of personality. I mean,
a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, because like with Seiran, she was very. I call her like the one that looks like a student council president because she looks like a student council president. Like if someone were to nominate someone to be student council president just based on looks, it would be her. But like she's kind of like self-righteous, it seems, because when the class were kind of making fun of Sheena about giving a fuck about her roommate dying, she was about to step up and say something until Ari stopped her. It seems like Ari is more, well, yeah, that too, but I think like more kind of carefree, but also assertive, because while everybody was scared to talk to Mimi, she was the first person to ask her, "Hey, are you that killer secret weapon girl, Mimi?" You know, because everybody was kind of just like staring at her from a distance, trying to figure out who she was. Because, this character Mimi, who we first see, comes into the picture because she's attracted by the smell of rice balls, and she elegantly asks for a piece. In fact, the whole fucking meal of the 2 rice balls that Sheena's carrying, while she's doused in the blood of her enemies. Very romantic setup.
Yeah,
perfectly normal.
Yeah. Oh, is she
normal?
She also
healthy.
sniffs Sheena, and later says that she smells like her mama.
It's very romantic. We're doing really well here so far. I'm very compelled by this romance. I'm thinking, they're gonna go far.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a lot of unknowns right now, but Mimi is very much, well, as we could tell, she's very powerful, kind of like Warfin, where she fights and casts these spells like nothing. I mean, hence being covered in blood. And didn't they say she was like younger than everyone else too? Like she was 10.
Yeah.
Something like that.
She's 10 and everybody else was like 14 or 15 or something like that.
Yeah, because like the ages range from 14 to 17, like just high school, or it may have been younger, in fact. I'm not entirely sure. But the only reason I mention that is because there was a scene where Mimi gets called for this important mission or whatever. And if you paid attention to the numbers, everybody's grouped from their age class. And because she's with the 14-year-olds, her number is like 1407 or something like that. And if you paid attention to all the numbers, they call her, and she's like the only 14-year-old they call. And then they call like 3 16-year-olds and the rest are 17-year-olds. And I just find that interesting, just because like if they're getting like the top age group or whatever, 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, and they're calling her for a mission, it's kind of an indication that she's somewhat of a prodigy to be called upon up there with like the oldest guys in the school, like the veterans, so to speak.
Yeah, she's I definitely have a sense she's very powerful kind of weapon. Like for the fact that she's 10 and she's being called out like nothing. Yeah, she has some kind of power. Whether that be rice eating power or power kissing. She's
yeah.
Power of smell.
Power. She's a bloodhound.
She's able
where she's
to
got the
sniff out her
power
mother.
smell.
She can she can find her mother from miles away.
I don't know what that means, because then the hot nurse lady does the same thing.
Oh,
and then I'm
hot
like,
nurse lady.
And then she's like, yeah, I know what Mimi's talking about. And I'm like, wait, what is she talking about? What does that mean? What is the smell?
Well, the thing is,
Also-
Mimi also constantly calls Miss Fran an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, where?
I think it's just the whole thing of like, when we have to humble the hot lady, we got to call them old or something. The old man part is weird. That's different. But it's like the whole Hiratsuka thing. We got to call her old, out of her prime, to humble her some way, somehow, because yeah.
I mean, so far she's my favorite character, and she hasn't done anything.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
she just came in and was like, "Oh, let me take her away. Sorry, she's been such a bother." And I'm just like,
What? She also calls herself like the mama for Mimi, so
yeah.
I'm assuming
Is
she's
she
like
her
the probably not. Like I'm assuming everybody's an orphan, including Mimi, so she's probably just more of like surrogate mother, or just somebody who like oversees her, or maybe even somebody that like taught her or experimented on her some way.
Also, apparently, Miss Fran sometimes kisses all the girls too to transfer mana.
Wait a minute. They didn't say that she kissed all the
What?
girls. They did say that she's done that
All right,
before,
I'm out.
but but the way they said it, it wasn't like she was just going full pedo mode. It was like she was
Come
actually
here, little girl.
like, yeah, she was like
Come here, give me a
actually
hug.
she was actually healing people with it, which is they're gonna wreak
She's a
so much.
nurse.
Yeah, they're gonna wreak so much havoc with that whole kissing healing thing, though.
Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Mimi wasn't even like healing who's the main character? What's her name? Sheena. Yeah, she wasn't even healing Sheena. She just wanted to give her a kiss.
And she's like, "Oh, what's the hubbub about?"
No,
she's like,
she was groaning because in pain.
Oh,
So-
that is true.
So Mimi was like, "Oh, I'll help you."
I don't think she did
You're,
that.
you know what? See, you're right. That's exactly what she did. And then didn't Sheena say she tasted like rice and blood?
Yeah,
Yep.
the pungent smell of blood or something like
And then
that.
Mimi was like, "You tasted like mama."
And then Sheena was like, I'm going to bed now.
I'm turning around.
Please
I am,
never kiss me again.
Can I get a new roommate?
I need a new roommate. You're weirding me out, lady.
It didn't seem like her other roommate was any better. It
Yes.
seemed like her old roommate was like calling her names and talking down to her.
You know,
But at least
okay,
this
so
one
that's-
didn't kiss her like and taste like rice blood.
That one's interesting though to me because it's very. It was made. It was made to be subtle, but I think what that is saying is Sheena seems to be more sheltered and hasn't ever had to go out and do battle at all. And
Yeah.
because of that, her attitude is very naive and very childish. And her roommate went to battle several times. Clearly, she died at the very beginning, and so she probably felt resentful over Sheena getting that special treatment.
I think what from what the little that we've seen of her, it's probably also like a responsibility thing. Like when you have all that power, when you're strong enough to be called upon for big missions, and you feel like it's your, the weight of the world is on your shoulders to perform. You're going to be put in dangerous situations, I'm sure. But with someone like Sheena, where people probably don't expect much of her, because we already seen in this first episode, she isn't as talented as everybody else thus far. When you don't have those expectations, you're not going to be put in danger the way she probably was put in danger, and eventually it led to her death.
Yeah. And I guess going back to the very first scene, because we see her die. Was the one that killed her Mimi? Is that what we're led to believe?
I thought it was a dude.
No, it was a dude.
It sounded like a dude with the breathing, but then it just kind of made me think, was it Mimi? Like, I don't know if that was just something just to throw yourself off or whatever, but it just got me thinking was all, because I did hear the breathing and like I said, it sounded like a dude, but I'm just like, is that to throw us off? But maybe I'm just overthinking, and it, the ultimate baddie is a dude.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's not really much to talk about other
if
than what we
the
already said.
No, I'm sorry, my brain's going now. What if the war is between orphan females and then orphan males, and on the other side it's a bunch of dudes kissing each other, giving them mana and everything?
Gay dudes versus gay girls, who wins?
I mean, we kind of already got that Relicrous recoil, but
True.
apparently this school also has dudes in it. They said that, but
Oh my
I guarantee it, they're not going to show them.
You don't think they're going to be healing each other
No.
with their mouths?
How do you think they heal each other?
You rarely, if you have like
They don't kiss.
if you have a Yuri series where it's predominantly female cast, you are not getting yaoi in that series. It rarely happens. It may have happened in maybe like 2 series that I've seen, but like we didn't see like one dude that has a face in this episode.
That's true. Also, hello, Ellie. Welcome in.
Yeah, what's good, Ellie?
Well, there goes my theory then.
Wow.
That was my theory altogether. But yeah, that was the first episode.
Yeah. First episode was
Yeah.
all right. It didn't really like knock my socks off. Was a little underwhelmed. Hopefully they bounce back. Episode 2. I don't know. I think for me, I wanted to see more from the romance side of it, and I don't really like how it's developing right now. It just feels like very shallow. Because I can see where they're going with it, with the whole opposites attract thing. Mimi's like this prodigy who can do everything, but she's kind of naive, and Sheena's like, and she's desensitized to murder, where Sheena is like very caring and empathetic, but she doesn't have the talent that Mimi has. I can already see where they're going just on that level. So I hope they do more than just what's being written on paper. But
Okay.
moving on to our last show tonight, EA show.
Oh,
Sparks of not today, but tomorrow, episode 2.
that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are in for episode 2 of Sparks of Tomorrow. And before we dig deep into this second episode,
Crazy,
I
nerd.
want to know. Thank you. I want to know what you thought of the first episode, since we didn't get a chance to talk about it with you last week.
First episode was really good. I felt this show, like I said earlier, feels like a return to like mid-teens Kyoto animation in its vibe and in how it's structured. It feels, in some ways, it feels so much like Tamako Market. In some ways, it also feels a lot like Amagi Brilliant Park. But the setting is a little bit more historical, which honestly, I think you with Kyoto Animation doing a historical setting, I don't think they've ever done that before. You could say, oh, it's a little safe, but it's a little different. It's like an alternate history where electricity was never quite invented, the tube was never circulated, and the characters are very KyoAni. Like this entire, like, I haven't seen something look like KyoAni like this in a long time. Like ever since Violet Evergarden, they just kind of I don't know, KyoAni was different for a while. They didn't feel the same as they did in the mid-tens. So they kind of got really serious for a minute, and this really does feel like we're bringing back the fun aspect of Kyoto Animation. You have like the boy meets girl kind of thing that KyoAni loves to do. You have the brilliant character designs, which I think are a return to form, because it's got that. And I don't know who's working on this, but it looks a lot like Amagi Brilliant Park, especially in the eyes and in the face. It's I don't know if it's the same character designer, but very similar. But you also have like painted backgrounds, which looks so good, so good. And you have like this new animation style they're doing. I don't know if this is a new hire or something. It almost looks like it's almost like Disney or One Piece inspired, where they get this watery kind of look to them, and it just looks really unique and really good. I'm watching this dubbed.
I'm watching the
Same.
dub.
Don't.
What? What do you mean don't? I think it's a good dub.
It is not. I don't like it.
Mhm.
I think the casting's great. I don't think they had enough time.
Hmm.
Because because the dub is by Netflix, so it feels like a Netflix dub, in not like the worst way possible, but to me there was a lot left to be desired. In that regard.
Okay.
Though I will say it does feel like a KyoAni dub. which was really interesting to me. So it seems like at the very least, this anime is more or less just a return to form for them,
Yeah.
which was very surprising, and I loved it. I think this series is going to be great.
Yeah, I was telling Sasuke the main reason why I picked this one was because it felt like a return to form. This was something, because I understand like they had that unfortunate fire thing that happened and it kind of like derailed a lot of things when it came to just like their production and everything, because after that they did a lot of movies, a lot of compilation movies. I think they did season 3 of Sound Euphonium. That was the most like their biggest project, but essentially Sparks of Tomorrow is their first like original something in like a long time, and not a sequel and not a continuation, not a movie that's a compilation. And I definitely enjoy the art style of this, and I think it is fantastic. I essentially liked how this episode began, because the way that the first episode ended was on a creepy note, but I love how they immediately kind of threw that out when the guy was just like, oops, no, not you, sorry. And he just tossed him to the side and was like, there's my bride.
Either way you put it, it's still creepy, because it's like, oh, wait, whoa, the dude? Nah. The 15-year-old girl, though? Yeah, there goes my fiance. But,
Some Rudy behavior right there.
yeah. It's just,
Yeah.
Sheesh. It's funny. C talked about like how like KyoAni it feels, because when I saw Inako in the first episode, the first thing I thought was, and this was before I knew it was KyoAni, I was like, oh my god, this girl just reminds me of Eru Chitanda, because she kept getting like real close to the MC, and then they would like show her eyes and it's all sparkly, like her
She's
whole
curious.
Yeah, like the whole faith thing was adjacent to the curiosity thing with Chitanda to me. So yeah, it definitely has the
I see kaleidoscopes.
Yeah, it has like the cult of KyoAni in this show.
She had rum candy, rum chocolate, looks up to the sky. The sky is a kaleidoscope, and then passes out. God, I love that show.
Yeah, so we basically get to some Scooby-Doo antics this episode, where Yosuke is working hard to get his hands on the Krabby Patty formula, and Kihachi's like, hey, that's not your Krabby Patty formula, that's my big brother's, so hands off. He's like, fuck off, little bitch. And tries to take it for himself. Ends up getting electrocuted, which I thought was great.
That was cool.
But then his driver, handler, butler guy just knocks both Kihachi and Inako out with a chop to the neck.
Dude's strong.
They learned that from Vegeta. And then he carries off Inako. He carries off Inako on his shoulder or whatever. And the other guy who's in his shop with Kihachi's looking at him like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, what? No, I'm going to worry about it. Why do you have an unconscious 15-year-old girl over your shoulder walking to your car? What is going on?
Yes. This is like some fucking I don't know what you would call it, but just some kind of like sex ring or something going on. I need to call the authorities.
But then
no.
They end up leaving, and Kihachi, before they leave, he has like this crazy plan to basically like tether them to the house, because he has like this rope pulley system going on, but they go fucking turbo mode, which this show is insane. Like, there's so many wacky antics that happen in this show that you just go like, wait, what? Because he literally like, hits this button and then the car just goes turbo mode and he just because at first he's kind of tethered, but then he just like blitz through the shit when he goes turbo mode. I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy.
All steam powered.
All steam. And then this is when Inako, is fighting back against Yosuke because he's like, give me a catalog. And then she's like, no, never. And she hides the real catalog in her sleeve. They scuffle over it, and she kicks out the case that held the catalog.
He has a BBL.
And he has a BBL. Like, it is like the most fluid booty I've seen in anime. Not the biggest ass that I've seen, but the most fluid. It is like moving like water. It has like no form at all. It's just like wherever the wind takes it, that's where the ass is moving. I've never seen anything like it. But that doesn't help him get the catalog faster though.
Having that booty, or
yeah, it's probably a burden, I guess. It doesn't make him more aerodynamic.
I mean, that's why he was so slow. He had a lot of ass to carry.
He can run for long amounts of time, though.
He was like, I can't catch up. Too much ass to carry. She hides the catalog, and I had a feeling that she was hiding it because they kind of like showed it a little bit when it showed her like opening it, but then you never saw what happened to it. I'm like, the catalog's not in the case. As soon as she throws it out, they're going to be following something that's empty.
Yeah, I initially I thought she was going to burn it because they had a shot where they looked at the incense stain that he had going on. So I thought that maybe she's going to burn it, and the whole point was going to be that Kihachi had to basically replicate the catalog just through his own knowledge of the inventions that his brother came up with and yada yada yada. But no, it just ends up that she hit it. And we learned that Inako's dad is a piece of shit.
Worst. Well, I was saying worst dad ever. He's pretty bad. He's probably
bad.
up there.
Damn you, Donna. Do as I say so I can sell you off and marry you off to basically my competition. Even though we're sitting on a fucking gold mine that could change the world.
I love how when she said, no, I ain't marrying this fucking creep, his punishment was, fine, you get to be in the broiler room or wherever he put her, essentially. It's like, that's a good dad for you.
And apparently it's like a regular thing because she's like, yeah, dad does this and he apologizes later. And it's like,
that sounded so sad.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy because she says some things like very matter-of-factly that is kind of funny in a moment in a vacuum, but it's very sad when you think about it. Like we talked about it last episode where she was in complete darkness and she was like, oh my God, that's right. I'm in hell. This is what I deserve. And like it's funny, but when you think about it, it's like, oh wow, she's really down on herself. Like she thinks she deserves hell. Like that's crazy.
You could say like maybe it's a bit neglect and maybe it's like traumatizing, but she's definitely kind of like, as much as she likes to kind of like be positive and lean towards faith and say all I have is faith and I believe what I believe, she's very much the opposite when it comes to herself. Mm-hmm. She very much feels that she deserves her, like, oh, I'm bad because other people tell me and not because I try. It's really sad in a way when you think about it. Yeah I mean, because she initially was like, with the whole Yosuke marriage proposal thing, was just like, no. But later on,
when Kihachi confronts her because he breaks in the storage room. She is about to just give in and let it happen. And I think it's because she feels so lost, because in her mind, she's a complete fuck up because she's not the ideal wife or whatever, you know, because the dad's like, she can't even make tea. And I'm like, is that your only metric? I understand. I'm putting my current modern values, but honestly, this isn't that long of a time. We're not talking about like the 1700s, not even the 1800s. It's not that long of a time for us to have like more updated values on what a woman can do and be. So like his whole idea is just like, yeah, if she's not the traditional Japanese woman, then she isn't worth a damn.
Yeah. Deathstroke said, I can't even make tea myself. Well, then I guess I'm not an ideal Japanese woman either, because I can't make tea either. Well, the only tea I know how to make is like there's hot water and then you put a tea bag in it.
Yeah.
There's the tea.
There you go.
You want to date a woman who can't make tea? I mean, that would be fine.
I mean, I guess we're a bunch of barbarians in a way. If we can't even, it's like, are you gonna date a woman that can't make tea? Ooh, you sicken me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the scene that happens after essentially the escape happens, with, you know, Kihachi and Anako, because not only is it a lovely scene when they finally get this invention off the floor and they're up in the sky. Oh, so gorgeous, so beautifully done and animated. I just love everything that kind of led up to it, where essentially it was, you know, Kihachi has an invention, never tried it before. He's very much down on himself, but Anako was like, just do it. Go for it. Give it a try.
Have some faith.
I feel like we talked about this, Satsuki, where you said she was going to be the one to kind of like give him that push that he couldn't do within himself. And sure enough, he starts running because she gives him that push, because she starts running, so he's running, and then they do the leap of faith jump, Assassin's Creed style, and they're just flying up top, and it's just so gorgeous and beautiful. As beautiful and as gorgeous as it was, I just thought it was hilarious how it seemed like they were like hundreds of thousands of miles away, and yet when they fell, the people were right there to find them.
They got some insane luck.
Right? It's like they didn't get that far at all. They went like 20 feet. And they didn't even escape.
Also, shout out to Noriko Inako's sister for holding down her dad. Like,
She's great.
Restraining him.
She's like, oh no, I fell. Run, Inako, run. And the dad's like, get off me. What did somebody do something?
She's like really nimble and strong, because in the first episode, there was like Kengo had ran towards because Yosuke was like looking for the catalog, and then he was like running towards Yosuke trying to tackle him or something. And then if you remember, she flipped him on his ass, like redirected him.
Yeah, she's low-key really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like a dainty housewife, but deep down she's pretty buff. I don't know how buff she is, but she's strong.
And becomes Yaja god damn it,
Roshi.
Roshi. Yeah.
Where he's all buff. Here we go.
I want to beat your ass. You love my shit?
But yeah, she's great. I love. Oh man, freaking Kengo. He had a moment where all he had to do to get set off was find out that essentially it was a lie. Oh, he stole my future wife. He did what? Ooh, and he literally turns into a steam powered engine human form and just like chugga just coming after his ass. And I just love, it was such a beautiful scene too, where he sees like a baby and he's like, oh shit, I need to stop myself. And in order to stop, regular cartoons or regular people, they just like kind of step on their heels and they go that way. He punches a fucking wall and then just like stops his momentum that way. And I'm like, yep, this is anime and I love it.
And don't forget about the boot.
Yeah, the boot.
that poor baby.
Yeah, that's so Kyoto animation.
The baby's just like,
That's so them.
what the what is that, athlete's foot? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, he's not wearing any socks. I could see why. Oh my god.
That's a powerful man to be running with no socks. He has to have blisters on his fucking blisters.
All the steam in the air too. Oh my goodness.
I've got blisters on my fingers.
Or in his case, his toes.
Yeah.
But yeah, these poor kids, they don't go very far. It looks like they do, but essentially they just they get caught. Kengo finds out that who Kahachi is. And essentially, it's like, I'm Shiriko's brother, younger brother, and then it just kind of like clicked him. He's just like, oh my god, you're his brother. And it's weird because like he seems very confused and is like, this doesn't make sense. And it's like I don't know if he never knew him. He had to have known him because he was there. But it's like maybe he thought he was dead, that he moved out. Like there's definitely something that doesn't add up because it's essentially like he finds out he knows exactly who he is, but he's just confused as to like why he's even there.
Yeah.
Because it all just doesn't make sense to him.
Yeah, that part confused me as well because you would have thought that, let's say, Seiriku's dead, which we assume he is. You would have thought that the people that he called his friends would have made contact or they would have been cool with his younger brother because they knew him at some point. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Seems the case that he's just like off the radar and they're just finding out about him because Noriko was the same way when she heard his name, when she heard the Sakamoto name. She's like, oh, tell the Sakamoto boy, give him the catalog and yada, yada, yada. So it seems like she's at least aware that he's alive. But then it brings the question of why didn't Kengo know? And then another question to bring up is, why did she have the catalog in the first place? Because my thought was that Kengo had the catalog, and then because he married because he's about to get married to her, that he gave her the catalog. But that doesn't seem to be the case. It seemed that she got entrusted with the catalog, and he just so happened to marry her as well. So that makes you think, okay, what relationship does she have with Kihachi's brother for him to trust her and not his other friends that we saw in that flashback?
Yeah, and I hope this doesn't turn into a weird, unnecessary love triangle thing, because that would be something where, Kengo, as he was described, seems like a guy with strength, but maybe not so much brawn, or no, not brain, but you know what I mean, more brawn, less brain.
Yeah,
and he's just kind of like not stupid, but just like maybe oblivious or maybe not quite as sharp. And it just made you think that maybe that's his character, maybe that's what's going on, but I don't know. There's definitely a relationship between Inako's sister and Kihachi's brother. Did you disappear, C?
I have disappeared.
I knew it.
Listen, I can't get over that baby, man. Poor baby.
That poor baby just smelled the smelliest smell that smelled smelly. Just that poor child. Deathstroke said, I think the ending with catalog is an indication that the brother lost part of it or scrapped the existing ideas for his younger brother's creations. They did kind of mention that there was, like, it was only half the book because some pages were ripped out. And I wonder if it was one of those things where the brother's alive, and because there's half of the book, he has to find the other half, and the brother has the other half of the book. That's what I think. What about you, C? What are your thoughts?
I thought immediately that the whole thing was like nobody gets it, and you have to go somewhere like on like an Indiana Jones style adventure to find it, and whoever gets it gets like the right to it sort of thing. And he doesn't have it because he's dead or alive or whatever. It doesn't matter. But there's a reason he hid it away, I think. I think primarily it was so Mizoe doesn't get it.
Yeah,
But
he probably thought that if there's anybody that he can't trust, it's him, and if he gets it, that's it, which was smart on his part, because now, as the episode ends, he's looking through it and he's just like, what is this? This is like kindergarten drawing. I don't like, what is this? And then he confronts Kachi and says, this is a fake. I don't know how you've done it, but I know you've done it. What did you do with this? Tell me. And then Kachi's just like, it was a fake? What the fuck? And then that's how the episode ends.
So I don't know what y'all all said, but like from that scene, the way, because we it's only like half of the catalog and whatnot, and I feel like maybe where the show will go is like they'll be trying to look for the other half, because maybe he'll think the other half would decipher what he's seen from the first half. But to me, the way I'm looking at it is either one or two things. Either it was deliberately split up like that, or no. Either it just so happened to be split up like that for whatever reason, and we're never going to find it, or it was deliberately split up like that on the part of Seiruku, because he wanted Kihachi to basically figure out the other half. Because in the first episode, he was Kihachi was writing about the inventions and whatnot. He was basically just copying his brother, and I think above all else, Sekiro had faith in Kihachi, and he believed that he could bring in the age of electricity and whatnot. So just entrusting him with half of it, like the other part of it, the onus should be on him to fulfill it without his guidance. That's the way I look at it. Like he's maybe like it's incomplete on purpose. Like he's hoping that Kihachi is going to be able to do something with that.
Yeah, I definitely think this is going to turn into an adventure. Deathstroke fanboy said, I guess One Piece all over again. We're going to be finding the other half. I don't think it's going to take over 1,000 episodes, though. I think. Yeah.
Don't give it up, Nami, dreaming. Don't give it up, Zoro.
We got to get something for the kids. We got to get them interested in anime. Oh, I know. Cool rap. Because kids love the hip hops. Oh. Yeah, that's going to be fun. I guess we could talk about the opening and the ending to this anime.
Well,
So fucking good.
since I wasn't here, do y'all actually think the catalog is fake?
Well, I mean, just based off of, I don't think it's fake, but definitely based off of how Yosuke was talking about it. He seems like it's fake, but I think it's one of those where it's missing, and you gotta put the other piece together, and it'll make sense.
Yeah. It looks fake now, but the rest of the pages, when it's completed, will complete the puzzle.
Yep, it's exactly it. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle piece, and you have to put it together. That's what I think it is.
Okay.
But yeah, that opening and ending though.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
fuck, dude, the ending. Oh my god,
I
Oh
couldn't
my
believe
God.
what I was seeing.
like this may be the best opening and ending they've ever done, and that's saying something. Kyoto Animation opening and endings are amazing. Always, there's some of the best aspects. Like right now, rewatching Amagi Brilliant Park. Amagi Brilliant Park's opening is wonderful. It's amazing. It's a great song. It's amazing animation. Wasn't Violet Evergarden? Didn't one of them have like a really just a phenomenal opening?
I can't remember. I know they're all pretty good. Hyoka is an amazing opening.
Yeah,
And I
Hyoka's
got-
great.
I lost to my future diary. Thank you, Satsuki.
I didn't do anything. Hey, they
Oh,
voted on
Hyoka's-
it. We just had
No,
the
I
4
know.
shows. They voted on it.
I know. But Hyoka's such a great opening. I love
Hyoka's
that
great.
opening so much.
Hyoka's awesome. I'm curious. Yeah, no,
But
it's,
yeah,
it's
this one.
great.
Soaring by Ginger Root.
Well,
The song's great too. I love the song.
Deathstroke says the opening seems strange with having Yosuke enter in because he is a total oddball. But yeah, I don't think the visuals for the opening are going to stay the same.
I think they'll always change.
Yeah, because like it was leading up to what we saw in the first episode or the second episode. So I think they're going to change the visuals for the opening like
Yeah,
that all the
same.
time. Kind of, I haven't seen anything like that exactly, but anybody watch Bakano do Ra, what they will always do with their openings is basically recap previous moments and like make this like clip show almost to kind of like get you into it. It was really impressive. So
Man,
Yeah.
Durarara was just too long at some point.
yeah, like 4 seasons, something crazy like that.
Bakano is better.
More
That's
concise,
just me.
for sure.
Yeah, it's shorter. It's more concise. The characters are more interesting. God, I wish I could have got that on DVD. Unless you want to spend $150, you can never find it.
Yeah.
There's a big sale right now. Like, not gonna say what websites, so I don't want to promote them, but I just saw it. There's tons and tons of anime on sale, like for really cheap.
All right, send me the link.
Oh, it's from the site you think it is.
Oh, okay. I know which one you're talking about then. Cool.
Wow.
Cool.
Is
Is
that
that
it
all?
for our thoughts on old Sparks of Tomorrow?
Yeah, amazing
Yeah.
return to form. This is
I'm
awesome.
I'm really happy with this one. I agree with you. See, this definitely feels like an old school KyoAni. Like it feels like something like if you were to say, "Oh, this came from the mid 2010s," I'd agree with you. It definitely feels like that golden era of KyoAni where they just constantly just kept making hit after hit after hit.
Except for Myriad Colors Phantom World, minus that.
I mean, we don't talk about that.
How low can you go, EA?
Oh, apparently pretty low. Apparently pretty low, but yeah, it's a good one. I enjoy it. Unless they find a way to fumble this and make it to where it's not. And I've noticed a pattern with this when it comes to animes recently, where if they do the 12 or 13 episodes, and if that's just going to be the whole series and how long it's going to be, everything feels rushed. You know, we felt that way with what was that one we saw, the Shinichiro Watanabe's most recent one, Lazarus. That was it, and that was so incredibly rushed. I had high hopes for it, but the man's lost his touch, unfortunately, when one of your best writers passes away and can't save you from anything anymore. You kind of aren't as good as you used to be. But yeah, I hope this one doesn't have a rushed ending. I want it to be just a good ending, if there is going to be an ending.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is gonna. We have a number for the episodes it's gonna have.
Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be 12. Let me see. Where'd you go? Come on, Sparks. Where are you? Sparky. Okay, Sparks doesn't want. I'm gonna
Spark notes.
It says 13 apparently.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you found that. Why the fuck couldn't I find it? Oh, there it is. I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's 13.
So it's probably going to be 13 with a couple of OVAs. That's usually what they do.
Yeah, true.
Maybe a movie.
True.
I definitely see. I could definitely see them telling this story in 13 episodes, but I guess that's just depending on how long the light novel. Well, apparently the light novel's only one volume.
I think they're going to do it then.
They should be able to.
All right. Fingers crossed that they do well. So
that's another
yeah.
KyoAni thing. They don't really adapt manga; they adapt light novels. That they basically fund, by the way.
Yeah. Dunk on their own goal. I respect it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is it for good old Sparks of Tomorrow. I did not actually
No viewer questions.
Oh, they hate us.
Damn.
They hate us.
I have a question.
Okay.
No, you don't. I mean, what is it?
Why does everybody hate 100 Girlfriends?
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
The show's good. Why does everybody hate it? Only me and Neon like it.
Do you want to know what I saw in this episode?
I do. I'm curious. In my Chitanda voice.
Yeah, you're curious like Chitanda, but then even Chitanda will be like, I don't want to know anymore after I tell you, what happens. Essentially, the damn. What episode was this? See, like what number and what season?
Episode 7.
Episode 7 of season 1, I guess. And we get a lolly. She's a chemist. She is very smart. She makes drinks that do certain things to you.
What?
She did a whole magnet thing, and she got stuck to him because he was magnetized. She then did another thing, grew into an older person that was more.
Form.
Oh, excuse me, that's her original form, but she likes to revert into a lolly, but then turns into third year. That's curvy and big boobs and taller and everything.
She was trying to make a potion of immortality. She fucked up.
But somehow keeps getting small for some reason.
I feel like all the stuff that C is adding isn't making it sound better.
No.
Keep going.
So,
it's great.
So that happens. Then they go to the rooftop, and I guess they're like trying to do other mixtures of drinks and shit. And this Oh no! Before even that happened, Lolly Shrinky Dink decides to piss herself out of nowhere, and when it comes to anime and when there's pissing in it, I automatically hate it with a passion. And when that happened, I was like, "See, what are you doing? Why? But apparently she wears diapers, so it's okay if she pisses." And then they go to the rooftop.
There's more.
And they, yeah.
There is
This-
more. There's way more.
That was only like the first 10 minutes.
That's not even the craziest part of the episode.
I wanted to die. But essentially, they go to the rooftop. They start passing around test beakers filled with liquid and stuff. And I don't know if it actually happened or if she was imagining it, but she took a drink of one of these things and her boobs got to the size of like planets and her booty was everything. And I'm just
This
like,
is a different girl, by the way.
different girl. Because there's like 5 or 6 girls now
Yeah.
because he has to save 100 people for some reason or else they're all
he's
going to
got 100
die.
Girlfriends.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then, they're all drinking stuff. And lo and behold, they drink it and they turn into zombies that just want to kiss the main character. So they're like going, like following, but they're like, "I want to kiss you." And I'm like, oh my God. And then essentially it ends. And then I go, see, I don't want to watch anymore. That was all it, because it ended on a cliffhanger. And I'm like, I don't care what happens. I hope they all die. I don't want to see it anymore.
Yo,
So-
Yeah.
It's one of the craziest series I've ever seen. Every episode is insane. It's wild.
Yeah. I'm not. I think it's safe to say I'm not gonna watch this.
You are doing yourself a favor.
Yeah, I think I'll skip out on that one.
You are doing a favor, my friend, because that is you will not.
Everyone hates it except for me and Neon. Me and Neon are like, "Oh, this is pretty funny."
The thing is, I've seen people hype up that series before, but I was just like, because it was one of those situations where I seen someone hyping it up because they're like, "Yeah, it's not what you think," basically, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm still not going to check it.
It is not
out.
what you think. It is not what you think. It's insanity. It is a series that does not abide by any rule of storytelling. Apparently, at some point, it like reverses itself and it becomes a totally different genre because there's so many girls that it just becomes something totally different.
That's scary.
Yep. And the world cried. That's all. I don't know what else to say. But
Wow.
yeah, that's what happened. So dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
This is what happens when we don't have viewer questions, y'all.
Instead, we get a question from C asking us why people hate 100 Girlfriends.
It's great.
That's why.
It's great.
I finished
Well,
Rent a
that's-
Girlfriend
there you
season
go.
5.
See, now that's just as bad.
Yeah, that's probably
And
worse.
Deathstroke fanboy just said that he's gonna watch 100 Girlfriends. So there you go. See, you just turned another guy onto it. So there you go.
Yeah, no, 100 Girlfriends is way better than Rent a Girlfriend. Way better.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. What more can I say?
There's really nothing to say
yeah.
about it, right?
Go ahead and watch
Other
100
than
Girlfriends.
Shotgun.
Watch Rent a Girlfriend season 5. Do all of that. And ask us questions about it next time. And then we'll have
Right.
complete viewer questions segment, and we won't have to talk about our experiences with it, but we can talk about what your questions are regarding
I'll talk
it.
about my experiences with it. I need to get to the MILF, okay? This is my dream, right? I gotta see what happens when the MILF's introduced.
I see.
This is definitely C's like dream.
When a Girlfriend season 6, yeah, coming next year. Be ready, because we won't be. But appreciate everybody who came through in the chat. You can, if you want to ask viewer questions and you want to avoid 100 girlfriend
Might as
conversation.
Well be doing 100 lines, like cocaine lines. Oh yeah.
If you want to prevent 100 girlfriend convos, submit your viewer questions, and then we will have a session, and we will just get tired of talking. All right. The link is in the description, the Google Doc. Click it, ask a question. We will answer it next week. As well, if you're looking at a script in that description, you'll see the Patreon, which is only $1 motherfucking dollar that you can subscribe to us right now. Get our backlog. We got 8 videos. No.
It's a
You
Patreon.
you said that.
What, this?
Oh
no. Look what happened by accident.
Oh
what
my
does that
God,
link
and-
do?
And everyone watching is gonna click that.
Let me click that link. And once I
Oh my
click the
God.
link, I go to site,
Wait,
and then there's a
put in credit
join.
card?
Ooh,
Okay.
member options.
I
$1.
$1?
Whoa!
What? No
Let
way.
me join.
You can't do anything for $1 these days.
Nothing at all.
And I get all that content for just $1?
Just a
Yes, including the backlog. Wow.
Oh my God, the backlog! I didn't even see that part. I just saw $1 and content.
I mean, come on, guys. $1 make you holler.
Hollering.
Wow. Okay. That took a turn. But appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys join us next week. Once again, I am Satsuki the Savage. Everything animated. Sea Tactics. Had a lot of fun. See you next week. Peace of love.